I'm Adam Bishop, I'm Britain's strongest man and the senior strength coach here at Harlequin's Rugby, and today I'm going to be taking you through a strength and power session for a rugby player in season. So the first exercise we're looking at today is a box jump. I like using box jumps as their kind of main power movement, mainly being because it tends to deload the joints at the top of the lift or the top of the jump. You're not like landing from a high height. You jump high and land onto the box, which takes a massive amount of loading off the joints. So jumping with larger guys is very, very important. Another reason is I like to use it is because it's impossible to jump onto a box and not do it explosively. So you have to be explosive to be able to jump in the air and land on that box. The kind of key points we're looking for with a box jump is make sure we kind of load nice and fast. You don't want to be squatting too low. You want to do a little fast dip and then drive up, land on the box nice and safely, and make sure you step down. We're not doing kind of a CrossFit workout here. We're not jumping straight back down. Step down off the box and repeat. Next up is a forward med ball throw. I tend to use this as an upper body explosive movement, but it is total body. So the guys are going to look to load into that squat position with the med ball held on their chest, looking for hands behind the ball. And all we're then doing is projecting ourselves forward as fast as possible and launching the ball into the air. Once again, a very simple movement, very important for training for your explosive fibers. So I like to keep a lot of speed work within the forwards program, even if we're not able to do kind of maximal sprinting outside. We're looking at short accelerations. We'll achieve that in the gym by doing a loaded Prowler sprint. The great thing about doing a loaded sprint is you don't need a lot of space. It puts the body into a forward projected position, which is very important. And it doesn't require too much kit, a simple sled and some weights and a good stretch of turf or concrete as well if need be. So the barbell back squat's our next exercise. It's kind of a staple of any good strength program. We're using this as our main lower body stimulus for the week. So we're looking to load this as heavy as we can in reality, but make sure we're doing it safely. So several key pointers for the squat is we're looking to make sure we get a nice stable base. So when we're setting up to the bar, we're getting everything exactly the same. Hands go onto the bar, we're pulling ourselves under the bar. I like to coach a high bar squat. I think it's a lot easier and has better carryover and it's easier for people to learn. So the bars just go to rest on your traps, definitely not sitting on your neck, but make sure it's on your traps, a relatively high position. From there, we're taking 2 steps back out of the rack, setting our feet. We're pulling down as hard as we can on that barbell to make sure we're engaging our lats. The lats are hugely important in stabilizing the spine and making sure we're going to be safe during the lift. From there, you're going to shift your hips back and then push your knees out. So we're looking to push the knees out as hard as we can as we drop down into the hole of the squat. Make sure we're still sitting back and our knees should be tracking out and over our toes. Ideally, we're looking to squat to parallel or slightly below if you can, but if you can't, make sure you just build the technique and build the range before you add the load on. In terms of reps and sets, we're looking at maybe just going around the 3 to 5 mark, sometimes up to 8, but yeah, multiple sets of multiple reps is kind of key here. The military press is an exercise we'll tend to use as our main kind of overhead press or an upper body stimulus. We've kind of moved away from bench pressing with the rugby players. We still do it as an accessory lift in kind of various forms, whether it be dumbbell or incline. But for us, with my forwards, we need to be pressing overhead for line out lifting. So we use the military press as a good movement, a good strength movement overhead. It gives a lot of stability overhead as well. So obviously you're looking to press overhead, stabilize the weight, engage a lot of the core muscles that's very, very important for rugby. Key pointers with the military press is you're looking for a nice grip around shoulder width apart on the bar. On most barbells, I tend to take a grip which is around a thumb width away from the smooth area of the barbell. So definitely not as wide as the rings, but a little bit narrower. From there, I like to use a false grip, but either a false grip or a full grip is fine. Whether you put your thumb around or completely under the bar is absolutely fine. What we're looking to do is pull our elbows in as hard as we can, set our lats, stay nice and tall, and from that bar just below our chin, we're looking to drive straight up above our head. So the head has to come slightly back out the way, so you have to lean back very slightly to press the bar above head. From as soon as that bar clears your head, you're pushing your head through, and your arms are going straight through to lockout. From there, you're just going to lower the bar back down with control until you're back towards your shoulder position. I don't want the guy sitting the barbell on their delts. It means the bar is far too low, so we need to make sure it's a little bit off the delts. We're trying to get nice and tight as possible. Once again, lats hugely important in this lift. So we tend to load the guys' necks quite a bit. All of the players, whether they're forwards, backs, with the front row or the wings, will do some neck training. We mainly keep it isometric for the vast majority of the squad. Obviously some of the props, hookers and locks will do some additional neck loading, but this is a simple exercise that I like to use with all the players just to make sure they're protecting themselves from both the high collisions and any loading within the scrum, maul or ruck area. So simple band set up into the power rack. You can either choke it around the pillar or choke it around the barbell that's loaded up in the rack so it's not going to come out. And all you're doing then is putting that band around your forehead and taking a quarter step forward each time and feeling the tension come on. We're looking for your neck to be set nice and solid. We don't want it to be over flexed or extended. So you're going to make sure you step through, hold for 5 seconds, step back, then step back through, hold for 5 seconds, step back, and then repeat that again. So looking for 3 times 5 second holds, and we do that in all 4 positions, whether that's both flexion, extension, side flexion as well. So make sure everything is solid in all 4 planes of the neck. So I hope you liked the video, it's helped you with your training. If you've liked this video, make sure you like and comment on this and subscribe to the channel. Also come across to my Strongman channel on YouTube, which is Adam Bishop Strongman. It's got videos there of coaching as well as my training. And also make sure you check out my interview coming soon. I'm Adam Bishop, I'm Britain's strongest man. That's it, that's all you need to know.